All right, what do you got?
How do you think the UNC Duke football rivalry has evolved since you got here? I know it's always been a big deal. But
Yeah, I only know what it's been since I've been here, which it's been pretty intense, and I think, from my experiences here, they've always come out and they've played extremely hard, and it's been a heck of a rivalry. It's been a lot of fun.
is it a good thing for both programs to be playing on Saturday with the kind of stakes that are at
Oh
stake?
yeah, I think so. The bigger the stakes, the better. I mean, that's what that makes it that much more fun. I mean, when you're a kid and you grow up in this state, those are the kind of things you dream about, is playing in games like that are meaningful, and not just a rivalry game, but you're playing for something in November.
There's been a lot of things you guys have sort of checked off that long laundry list that was there before the season. This is kind of some new things presented to you now, being the team out in front, control your own destiny. How are the guys handling kind of what you guys are facing right now?
Same way they did. No, same way they did week one. I mean, they haven't changed, and that's what I like about them. I mean, and that's what we preached from day one, is that we're gonna try to be as consistent as we can possibly be. And that's every single week, no matter who we play, no matter what's going on. That we got to focus in on our job, and really it's all about our preparation, and that's one thing our guys have been really consistent with.
I would assume that the guys, you have to sense a little bit more excitement each week that goes by. I mean, they can be consistent and handle it the same, but they know there's.
I don't have to sense it. You said I have to sense it. I really don't.
Have you noticed it? I mean, it would seem like the guys know. Guys see rankings and they know what they're playing for, and each week that goes by, these things get closer and closer.
Well, when you win, every game becomes that much more important. I mean, you're in a playoff type mode. I mean, when you're winning, and so they all feel that. They know the stakes, but it's not something that we talk about. I mean, we talk about every week. We talk about our goals, so they understand what we're focusing on. Because there's a lot of obstacles out there, and we don't want to really pay any attention to the obstacles. We want to stay focused on what we're trying to achieve.
Who would you say is more of a rival, Duke or NC State?
Don't know. Don't know.
What, if anything?
He's trying to get me in trouble.
What, if anything, have you heard the players say to one another about what happened to Duke this weekend? Have you said don't talk about it?
No, I didn't say anything.
I didn't say it. You said anything?
No, I haven't
said
said
anything to one another. Have you heard?
We immediately talked about the next day in our meeting, because it's a teaching moment for the kickoff team, for the kickoff return team, for the offense, for the defense. I mean, so yeah. I mean, but we do that every week. Every time something crazy happens in college football, we come in the next day, we talk about it as a staff, so how we're going to handle things, and then we go in and we talk to the team about it, because these are all things that we covered during camp. But in those dog days of camp, some of that stuff, they're just kind of out there, and now when you're able to show them, hey, this is why, then it means a little bit more to them. And so yeah, it was a teaching moment.
And I apologize, I think you addressed that on Monday, but I wasn't there.
No, it's all right.
Just for fun, are you considering lateraling the opening kickoff?
No, I'm not.
What do you kind of see out of Stewart and Lawrence in defensive backfield? And what have they been doing really well? Obviously.
Well, I mean, you saw all the pass breakups that they had. They had a couple opportunities for picks that they didn't get, and they were pretty disappointed with that, because each week they set their standards pretty high, and I like that. But those two guys may have had their best game this year, and they were both down after the game because they missed some opportunities for some picks, and I mean, I like that. I like it. I mean, I had to get them out of that, but I like that they expect a lot out of themselves.
What are your reaction to the first college football playoff rankings and not being included?
I hadn't seen it yet. I mean, I didn't look at it. So, I mean, I think the only one that really matters is that last one. So it's, but I think this, it's good for college football because it gives everybody something to talk about. I mean, that's a good thing. I mean, so, but I don't even know where everybody is in it. So I'll start looking at it eventually, I think.
Did you happen to hear who's number one?
No.
Clemson.
That's awesome. That's great. Yeah, that's good.
What concerns you, I guess, when you play a quarterback like Sark that can move?
Anytime,
yeah. Mobile, but he's so physical.
I mean, he's a big guy. He's a lot like our guy, actually. He's a lot like Queese. I mean, they're both big, and they're physical, and they're strong, and they can run. They can beat you with the arm. They can beat you with the pass. So it's you know, for your defense, it makes it tough. You know, because that guy, when he runs the ball, I mean, he's a big running back running the football.
Is it familiar then for the defense going against, you know?
Well, as familiar as you can.
Yeah,
I mean, from spring ball and camp and those kind of things. But you know, because you don't during the week, you're not practicing against yourself. So it's but yeah, there's some carryover there, and there's some some guys they'll understand what they're seeing.
You see the victory bell sitting over there. Where does that live the rest of the year?
I don't know.
Pretty good.
Hey, Kevin, where does that victory bell live during the year?
It lives at the stadium, but it doesn't live. I don't know the specific location of it. Right
We don't know the specific
It
location.
lives at the stadium.
I don't-
Keep it under your desk or anything?
No,
a footrest?
I apologize, but I don't
Maybe every
know.
morning.
I don't see it any other time than this week. So
What do you guys do with it? Like, do you ever bring it?
You like
this
jump
week,
on it
or
and
like what,
bring it?
Like kind of what?
this week,
sit there this week, or what?
yeah, this week it's instead of blowing the horn for our periods, they ring the bell.
Will you ring it?
No, I mean
Have you ever?
I don't think so. I mean I can.
Does it feel any different having to defend it rather than having a quest to go out and get it?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I would say so. I think anytime you're defending something, it's a little bit different than when you're hunting to get it. You know, so it's it's definitely different. Good I don't know if that's good or bad.
Who's the designated bell ringer this week?
During practice, our managers do that. Same guys that blow the horn. You know, so we don't really have a designated guy. We put you on that task.
I would love to. I would write a fantastic story about it.
Well, maybe we'll have you out here at practice tomorrow ringing the bell.
So you can control content now.
Kevin says no.
Okay. Well, Kevin's the boss, so.
We'll
All
talk.
right, guys.
Yeah, you're on.